The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of Bronxnet or the program underwriters.
Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Open, the show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS and Open's Channel 67 and a lot of other channels, too. We'll tell you more about it. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Coming up on today's show, the Bronx Community Health Network is holding their annual fall dinner, and we'll learn about the event and their wellness programs. Plus, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is approaching, and we'll find out about an upcoming luncheon to empower women to live their best lives. And then falling is a common cause of fatalities amongst older Americans, and we'll get some tips on how you can avoid this and some home safety tips also. After that, we'll check out an event working to spread literacy and engage our youth. And then later on, watch out, we'll preview an event recognizing women in media. So stay tuned. All this and more is coming your way because we are now open. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at Bronxnet TV. Leading things off on October the 11th, Bronx Community Health Network will hold their fall dinner. Everybody's going to be there, big names too. They're going to step into the room. Everybody's going to say, kaboom, look who stepped in the room. Well, joining us with all the details, as well as their programs, we have board president, Zahra. I put this together like this, Elmekkawy.
Very good.
Yes, indeed. And community health programs developer, Renee. Now, that wasn't a difficult one at all. Well, we welcome you guys to the show.
Happy to be here.
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
So BCHN, as I think you know, Bob, runs about over 20 health networks throughout the Bronx.
Yes.
We at BCHN strongly believe that access to quality health care is a human right.
Yes.
It shouldn't be dependent on where you live, where you work, your age, how much money you have on your bank account. So we're very committed to working with our provider partners and providing the full continuum of health care, from maternal and child health to teen behavioral health to nutrition counseling to substance abuse support, so the full continuum.
Yeah.
And we also know that the health status of individuals is very strongly linked to their socioeconomic situation. So our care model also relies on a huge network of patient navigators, community health workers, social workers that live and work in the community. They understand and appreciate the diversity of the Bronx in terms of its racial and ethnic and language background. And they're very committed to working with their neighbors. So these individuals link the patients with any other services that they might need. Referral to food stamps, food banks, help in making appointments across the range of services.
And Renee helps to create this great harmony amongst you guys.
Yes.
That's correct. Our team is very diverse. As Zahra said, they come from the community. They have a deep passion for helping their neighbors and helping people to navigate often a very complex healthcare and social support system. And so essentially they are bridges between the clinical world, the community, and the social support services that are available to them, like SNAP, housing, jobs, education, etc.
A lot of people don't know about a lot of what you guys are doing. And I'm glad you're here to explain a lot of it, because you mentioned a lot of different programs and a lot of elements to what you're doing.
Yep. As Renee mentioned, they can help with making appointments, in providing referrals, in escorting patients to their doctor's appointments and others, but also they do referrals to food banks, et cetera. And I believe last year, Food Bank of New York acknowledged BCHN as having made the most referrals in all of the Bronx. So again, we want to make sure that healthcare is a very holistic provision of services.
Yeah, so a lot of people coming to you, how do they reach you?
Sure. So we can be reached.
Do you have an outreach? Do you go into the schools and
Yes.
into the neighborhoods and
So
communities?
our outreach team is in the community. They go to health fairs, they go to schools, they do workshops. They're at faith-based organizations, community-based
Oh,
organizations.
you're out there, okay.
Yes,
That's some major
they exist
outreach,
at
yeah.
the health centers. And so we're actively seeking to identify people who need assistance. We can also be reached via the internet, email, phone, all of those avenues.
Yeah. Do they have to have insurance or?
No. So we serve any member of the community that comes to us. Some are insured, many are insured. Many are also relying on Medicare or Medicaid, and many are uninsured. So we're open to anybody that needs our services.
There's a lot of people, and
Yeah.
you can probably help them out.
Yeah.
Getting some sort of health insurance along the way also.
That's correct. Health insurance is a crucial access point to care. And so most of our team are certified application counselors, and what that means is they can help community members identify the plan that suits their needs, as well as help them sign up and get them into a health center.
So you get into Affinity Health Plan, Health First, you turn them
That's
on to a
right.
lot of those Metro Plus. And
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And this team works with the provider partners at Montefiore and Acacia, the fine physicians and nurses and doctors that we have working with us.
We're all family. I know
We're
a
all
lot of
family.
what you're talking about, yes.
And again, it's throughout the full continuum of life cycle of health services. So we have a program called Healthy Start, which works with expectant mothers and their families to make sure that they start their pregnancy on the right footing.
Yeah.
We have programs that support those that are dealing with substance abuse. So we rolled out a program to provide naloxone throughout the community, which helps reverse opioid overdose.
Yes.
We have
You teach those classes also?
and we teach those classes. So
That's
Renee's
right.
team teaches those classes.
That's correct. They're in the community. They train people on how to recognize signs and symptoms of an overdose. They do a training, provide a kit. That way, community members can save a life on their own.
What about people who are afraid to step up and get involved in the system for one reason or another and maybe need a green card?
And so there are a plethora of services for people who are undocumented, as well as services for people who are documented. And I think the struggle is that a lot of the community does not know how to access these services or what they qualify for. And that's why our outreach team is so crucial, because not only do they walk the walk, but they talk the talk.
Yeah.
They speak the language of the community, they understand the struggles, they understand the challenges, and they understand how to navigate those challenges and have those tough conversations
Yeah.
with community members.
Because a lot of people need health care, but they don't want to step into it because they think that somebody's going to snatch them off the street or
That's
snatch
right.
a family member
Yeah.
off the street.
But if you have someone who is helping you to understand the process and what you can and cannot do and what you're eligible for and not eligible for, it feels like you have a team member in that struggle. And so that's an important part, building trust.
So we're going to get together and we're going to break some bread.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So our fundraiser, we're hosting our annual gala on October 11th. And since so much of what we do relies on our partnership with community, other community agencies, individuals in the community, we'd like to invite them all to come join us to celebrate the progress that we've made in the Bronx and hopefully raise some money to continue to make these strides. So the program will be hosted by Justin Fornell, and we'll be celebrating a number of leaders in the community that have been working towards improving health outcomes. So that includes Michael Brady, the executive director of the 3rd Avenue Business Improvement
you got
District.
the Brady Bunch coming.
We got Michael Rogers, who leads youth and community engagement at the New York Roadrunners Association.
Oh, yes.
We have Iris Rodriguez-Rosa, the Bronx Borough Commissioner at the Department of Parks and Recs.
Yes.
And we're also recognizing a 10-time Grammy-winning musician, composer who supported health causes for his entire career, Brian Palmieri. Eddie Palmieri.
Eddie Palmieri.
I knew a Brian Palmieri. Yeah, so we have I think we're going to have a great night of dancing and music and celebration. So we'd like to
Whoever's
invite.
the DJ has to bring some Palmieri records, of course. Yeah. From
Yeah.
Fania, from the Fania record company.
Yeah.
They played a lot of his stuff. That's great. So, and this is going to take place October the 11th.
Yep,
And
at
where's it gonna be?
Marina Del Rey.
Marina Del Rey.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where
Yep.
it is. Can I crash the party?
You can.
course.
You're
You
invited.
are invited.
All right. Can the Bronxnet cameras come?
They absolutely could.
not?
Yeah, we'd love to. We'd love to
have you.
have it featured on your
All right.
program.
Talk
yeah,
to
yeah.
Helen or
Yeah.
Mike Nobby, and they can. If they're not doing anything, I'm sure they would love to come.
That would
down
be
and
wonderful.
We'd love
capture
to
it.
have you.
Yeah, it'll be a fun
Yes.
night.
Okay. Where can we go for more information?
So for more information, you can find us on at info@bchnhealth.org. That's by email. Also on our website at www.bchnhealth.com. .org. Or you can call us at 718-405-7795 to get more information about tickets.
I love what you guys are doing. Thank you so much for helping our wonderful people in our community.
Thank you for having us.
Renee Whiskey, Community Health Programs Developer, Bronx Community Health Network, and she's wondering if I'm going to say her name right. I am. Zahra Elmekkawy, Board of Directors, President, Bronx Community Health Network.
Thank you for
guys
having
so
us.
much.
Thank you for having
Thanks for
us.
coming, and come back and share more, okay?
Absolutely.
And we're going to see if we can make this date. I'm going to check my calendar. see
Wonderful.
what I have.
We'll be looking for you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We'll take a quick break right here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. How about those Yankees?
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking it out. I'm the Doc Bob Lee. I'm your host. And on October the 21st, Renewing Health Foundation going to be holding their 4th annual Purpose and Passion in Pink luncheon. Purpose and Passion in Pink luncheon to raise awareness of breast cancer.
Exactly.
And joining us with all the details, we have Dr. Monique James. We welcome you. Give her a big round of applause,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Dr. Monique James.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here.
Yeah. What did you specialize in? You went to med school.
I went to medical school. I'm a medical doctor. I specialize in psychiatry.
Can you tell that I'm a little crazy by looking at me?
Well, everyone is on that spectrum.
Oh,
So
well, thank you for saving me. you were diplomatic about it. Well, they have the UN General Assembly going on too. Are you stopping by there?
Actually, it's very close to my work, but no.
Yeah, you stay away from that area if you don't have to be there. So tell us about what you do.
Definitely. So Purpose and Passion in Pink is part of the overall umbrella organization, the Renewing Health Foundation.
Yeah.
And so this was started by one of my medical school classmates, Dr. Michael Knight, who's a Bronx native.
Yeah, yay.
Yeah.
Dr. Michael Knight,
Exactly.
thank you so much.
Exactly. He started the foundation in 2012 after graduation to really kind of give back to the local community and really to raise health education and health literacy in the community.
Oh, okay, I like that.
So the Purpose and Passion in Pink in particular really raises breast cancer awareness, especially in the African American and Latina women population.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, we have a lower incidence, but we have higher mortality rates.
Why is that?
So, you know, it's multifactorial for sure, but unfortunately sometimes it's access to diagnosis, to treatment, to this kind of education and awareness. And it has been shown that raising health education rates actually help the outcomes.
Yeah.
And so we really try to kind of focus on that.
Is it like denial? Is that a part of it? You
I'm
know?
not sure.
I feel I have a little problem, but I know it can't be that.
You know, I think some of it is that sometimes we just don't know. We just don't know what is normal, what is abnormal.
Yeah.
Where can we go so that we can access, you know, really good healthcare providers who can help us kind of guide us through thinking about these kinds of things and where to go to get mammograms and exams.
But knowing what to do before you get there. I mean, if you're in the
Exactly.
shower, you know,
Exactly.
if something feels a little different. How should you check yourself? Or?
So one of the things that we always say is, number one, know your breasts, know your body. Know what's normal, know what's abnormal. The shower is actually a great place when you're putting on lotion in the morning. Just see if anything feels hard, rough, anything is warm, anything is inverted, anything feels different. Even the skin might feel different.
Yeah.
And once you see that, tell someone.
You know what it feels like when it's normal.
Exactly.
So if you feel something different other than that, then, you know.
Exactly.
That should ring a bell, and what do you do from there?
You tell someone. So hopefully that's going to be your healthcare provider, whether that is a nurse or a physician's assistant or a physician, of course, in the community.
Yeah.
And once that happens, then we would be able to do imaging. So that's mammograms, that's ultrasounds.
But when you talk about something like that, people want to go to an expert. They want to.
Yes.
They don't want to just fudge around and go here, because, you know, sometimes you go to somebody and they send you all over the place and they're messing with you.
I mean, the best person, of course, is always to go to your primary care doctor. However, we do have different kinds of healthcare screenings in the community. There's actually mammograms trucks that come around in the community as well. Yeah. And so you can access that, but of course, the best person would be your primary care doctor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what made you start this? I mean, you know, like your friend and school, your colleague.
And so it really is that we saw that the rates of breast cancer, especially mortality amongst African American and Latina women, were so much higher than the other rates. And so what can we do to help that? And so there's a few things that kind of came out of this Purpose and Passion in Pink program. One is two kind of new programs that we launched that we're really quite excited about. The first is called Women in Strength and Purpose. It's actually a breast cancer survival network, and so it's women who have been diagnosed and treated for breast cancer, as well as women who are in remission. And the hope there is really to kind of support and encourage us all through that network.
Yeah, so you have an event coming up?
Yes, and then our 4th annual Purpose and Passion in Pink Luncheon. This is something that we're really excited about. This is coming up on Sunday, October 21st at 12 p.m. in Marina Del Rey.
Oh, you guys are really accessing that spot. Let's see, what's the date again?
It's October 21st.
Sunday.
At 12 p.m. And it is, you know, Marina Del Rey is just a beautiful space. We'll have speakers, we'll have entertainment, gourmet cuisine, we'll have breast cancer specialists, and also we'll celebrate life, right? We'll celebrate the life of the women in our community who have breast cancer, who are living with breast cancer. And of course, we'll also celebrate the lives of those who have passed and who sadly have moved on as well.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful, wonderful event.
Yes. Tell us about your outreach.
So we do, it's a big part of the purpose and passion in pink. We do have free community luncheons. We are at different kinds of health fairs, different kinds of exhibits. Another thing that we launched that we're really excited about is our micro grant program.
Micro grant program.
Exactly. And so, you know, it says micro grant, but it's macro possibilities.
Gotcha.
We are doing a new initiative where we're offering up to $500 in grants for different kind of local communities and organizations who really want to increase breast cancer awareness and education in their communities. So really kind of supporting local supporting local initiatives. And, you know, these activities can range from health fairs, from different exhibits, if you want to have panelists, also faith-based organizations, if we can support them as well. So this is something that we're really excited about.
Oh, okay. There's another big health fair coming up. Shucks, I don't have the exact date, but remind me to give it to you.
Okay, that would be wonderful.
That's one thing that you can latch on to. We just did a big one at the Harlem State Office Building.
Wonderful.
And there's something called the Circle of Sisters Expo that you may want to get to.
Coming up.
You guys may want to get in there too.
Exactly.
I'll give you information on that too, so you can believe thousands of people come through the Jacob Javits Convention. I don't know if you heard about it.
I've heard about it.
We've been doing it for some time. So that may be another place where you can set up something and give out that information, because I know you're trying to reach a lot of people. And this is one of the places where you can do it. This is a perfect place for it. Yes.
We would love that. We would love that.
I'll give you the information on that. So you have that coming up October the 21st.
Exactly.
From 12 to 5?
It's about that, about 12 to 4, yeah. And you could always get tickets for that luncheon on our website.
Oh, what's the website?
The website is www.renewinghealth.org.
I like what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also, if anyone wants to email us as well, we're at programs@renewinghealth.org.
All right, thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. The doctor is in the house. Dr. Monique James, Renewing Health Foundation, with their 4th annual Purpose and Passion in Pink luncheon coming up October the 21st on a Sunday from 12 to about 5. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Love you. Okay. All right, we'll take a quick break. Stay right there. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. We'll be right back next.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Hi, I'm David Lesh, legal correspondent to the Morning Show Open. If you have a legal question that you'd like me to answer, please send me an email at davidlesh@bronxnet.org, and I will address it on our Ask Your Lawyer segment.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, you know, falling is a major cause of fatalities amongst seniors in our population, and our next guest joins us with information and tips on how this can be avoided. So we welcome Sonia Rapaport. Give her another big round of applause. She's a physical therapist from Partners in Care. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. It's Fall Prevention Month.
Fall Prevention Month.
Yes.
Well, we're 2 days into fall.
Right.
But we're talking about the other fall. When you
Exactly.
fall down
Yeah, we don't want to prevent autumn.
Yeah.
We want to prevent people from slipping on all the leaves that fall off the trees.
From autumn, from the autumn season.
Yes.
Yes. So you're with VNSNY,
an affiliate.
Volunteer Nurses Services.
Yes, we have people that take care of people at home.
Yes.
Try to prevent any further falls, or if someone falls and needs help, we're there.
We know all about you. Very familiar with your organization.
Yeah, it's a great place.
So, but today we're talking about the use of an assistive mobility device.
Yes,
But people fall, and then you said it can't be fatal?
Sure. Some people, you've heard of people falling. It can be fatal. It can be minimal to a maximum, to be fatal.
So if somebody falls and breaks a hip.
Right. That can start a rough cycle because they may need surgery and go to the hospital. And they won't be in as good shape as prior to that.
Can't move around like before.
Can't move around. You could get an infection. You go home unless you keep moving and have really visiting nurse help and physical therapists. It may really change your life because you don't walk around, you don't do the things you like, see your people, go to places you like to go. So we do really recommend people have the proper assistive device for moving. You can't just take your neighbors or cousins or aunts' cane because it helped them. Devices have to be right for you depending on your problem, your weakness or balance, and they have to be measured for you. Perhaps a pharmacist may know proper adjustments if it's a simple cane. But otherwise there are walkers that really, you've probably seen people out and about with them, something like this, the rollator, which is pretty cool for the right person because it can give you, the wheels can give you a lot of mobility.
And if you get tired, you can just turn around, you can sit down.
Exactly.
This go to the supermarket with this.
Exactly. Yes, for anything you can't
keep
reach.
Anybody away, or
of
you
course,
want to pull somebody to you.
Yeah, it can be used as a protective device, but we do use it for reaching only.
Yes.
Because a lot of times while people are reaching, it's that extra stretch or reach on the floor, that's when they could fall. So if you have one of these at home, just this alone can prevent a fall. The don't about this is people should not use it as a mobility, as a wheelchair. So you shouldn't sit on this and have someone push you this way. It isn't meant to take that.
You
do see that, not from our home health aides because they know better. But I have seen it, and it isn't safe. It's not meant for a chair.
Yes.
So that's the reacher. Another great thing, to show you is a sock aid. People really love these. This is for when you can't reach your foot to put on a sock. Like I said, a lot of falls just happen that extra little reach, and then people tumble. So this is a sock aid. You put your sock on here.
Look at that. I know some people in here that can use that.
When I teach that, everybody wants to know where to get one. So you just kind of throw it down. You don't need a lot of flexibility. And voila.
Can use that.
So that's how that works. Another convenient device. We do train our home health aides.
Does that take it off also?
You can use the reacher to take it off, or there's another device actually that can help pull it off. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or if you have your home health aide, they can take it off for you.
Yes. Or use your other foot.
That's right. You could do that. And you really have to consider the environment as far as the device you're going to use and how much weakness you have. If you have pain, you may need a walker. You may have great balance and strength, but sometimes people get a sudden cramp or pain, and it could add up to a fall.
Any prevention measures that people can use to
Definitely.
Keep from going this far? Or to
Yes, yes. Before you need any of this, the number one thing is to stay as active as possible.
Stay active. My father was always telling my mother, stay active, honey. Keep
It's
moving.
True. It's true. Keep moving is the best thing.
Yeah.
Because that just makes your whole body move, connect, and keeps your muscles going.
Yeah.
Other stuff is make sure the environment is safe. If you're inside, no cords, rugs that move. Again, have all items at a good place in your kitchen or bathroom so you don't have to bend too much or reach too much. So it's a lot of common sense, but you don't really think about it sometimes until it's too late, which is why it's good to get a professional in there to tell you how to make it easier.
Yeah, and put everything within your reach. Make it ergonomically correct.
It's true.
For you.
It's true.
You don't have to bend over and fall over.
Yes, definitely. And also spills on the floor, clean them up very quickly. I do know people that have fallen and broken an ankle and they still have ankle pain 4 years later.
Wow.
I know a nurse, I'm sorry to say, but it's true. We're health professionals are people too. She was looking at her phone, walking downstairs, missed 4 stairs.
Oh! Woo.
She was fortunate, very lucky
Yeah.
that she only twisted her ankle. But that could have been...
that could be a biggie.
Right, that could be a biggie.
You know?
Yes.
So that's why don't text and walk down steps? Or
No.
don't text
I'm
and
glad
walk
you
the
mentioned
sidewalk,
texting too, because people are out there kind of phone zombie-ish, and you can fall off a curb, you can bump into the wrong person, and it can really
So let me
create a lot
write
of
that
problems.
down. The phone zombies.
The phone zombie or
That can
zombie.
be can we put something together? The phone zombies.
Yeah, because you see it all the time.
Yeah.
And
You know, in China they have sidewalks for people texting and walking.
Really?
Yeah, you're in a locked-in area, and that's your path, like a bicycle path.
I didn't know
For
that.
people,
That's great. Good thinking. Very
Should we
good
do it in New
thinking.
York City? Because people come walking across the streets.
I know, just still on the phone. I think we'd need a very thin lane for people not on their phones.
Yeah.
Because when you look around, everybody's on their phones.
And if you're a senior, you may be going across the crosswalk a little slower.
Right.
And if you're you're
Right.
texting and doing it.
Right. Same thing with bicycle riders,
Yeah.
watching out for people walking. So you have to be careful out there.
There's skateboarders out there
Oh yeah, that's true.
with the motors on
Right,
the
right,
skateboard.
right. No, it's dangerous at any age. You don't want to fall and get knocked over, but seniors are particularly
So I
vulnerable.
like the work you guys are doing at vnsny.org. You guys are really out there taking care of people, and that's special because a lot of us, we have mothers and fathers and elderly people that, we really care about. And,
Sure.
We're going to get old one day.
Oh,
we
yes.
need to know.
We hope so.
Yes.
Yes, and even if kids are far away or relatives are far away, we can take care of your relatives in the city.
Yeah.
No problem. Just get in touch with us.
Yes. Any final words?
Just be careful out there, pay attention to where you're going, and keep moving.
And where can we go for more on Fall Awareness Month?
Get to us at vnsny.org, and there's plenty of information there.
All right, thank you so much. Give her a big hand. Sonia Rapaport, physical therapist from Partners in Care, vnsny.org.
Yes. Thank
Volunteer
you.
Nurses Association. Thank you. All right, we have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll come right back with more. We're open next.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
17, but I know about investing. Believe in something, buy shares in it, watch it grow. So, what if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. I could be one of the first college graduates from my family, the first philanthropist from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there's a second and a third. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
They're clapping very enthusiastically right here in the studio. Hope you're clapping at home too. We got some good stuff lined up for you. Hey, welcome back. On September the 29th, Amaya's Book Readers, or Book Reads, will host a Read It. You got to read it and grow it. Our Read It and Grow It event. And joining us with all the details for the event, we have, she's the CEO of the whole organization. She started in 2015. Chayanne Sanchez. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Amaya's Book Reads. So tell us about it.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Bob, today. I am very excited to be here and raise awareness of literacy and health in the Bronx. Because we all know that a healthy community definitely tends to live longer.
Yes, yes.
And our youth are our future. So we as adults and educators have the dedication and the definitely empowerment to help the children to become successful in life. So let me tell you a little more about my organization. So Amaya's Book Reads is a youth empowerment literacy program that actually ingrains and engages youth and families in literacy and wellness for undereducated areas, because we know that in those areas tend to see that educational resources are not as available to the community members. Yeah. And some of those resources are actually either too costly or in areas that is not accessible to them. So that's where we come in. And we started integrating in the schools, doing workshops in the schools, the neighboring schools, some to mention PS 73, PS 11, or PS 26 as well.
I got it, 73.
PS 11.
PS 11.
And PS 26.
26.
As well. We also do our book reading, our group book readings in the library, the Highbridge New York Public Library, where we do read out louds for free for the community. We also do book lending, which we kind of target cultural sensitive books because we want the youth to kind of have books that they can relate to, that looks like them, that they can, look up and say,
identify with,
exactly,
otherwise
identify
they'll put the book down. Oh, this is boring.
And we don't want that to happen because now with all these distractions of the tablets, the phones, all the digital medias that, the children tend to kind of draw more to, which they're leaving behind the paperback, the words that they really need, because sight words is needed for K to second grade, very much imperative.
Sight words.
Sight words, yeah. And that you get it in books, like regular words, in, than, the, those just to name a few.
Yeah.
However,
instead they're using LOL and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And you can't go into your SATs and use that.
Yeah.
So, we just want to prepare them for a successful future. And that's why we do also tutoring if needed. So usually our parents will let us know, our child needs some tutoring or help in areas. We will arrange dates or, anything to accommodate them to help for a more successful future.
All right, so you have something coming up?
Yes, we actually have our ending ceremony for our summer program, Read It, Grow It. And there was a 14-week program that we did where the children engaged in healthy eating and learning to garden in the city.
Oh, okay.
So we're at Target Bronx Community Garden in 1025 Anderson Avenue. So it's going to be from 2 to 5 on September 29th, a Saturday.
Oh, that's the Circle of Sisters Day.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so
this is our actually second annual. So last year we had the same kind of conflict of interest with the Circle of Sisters. However, this year we're definitely having, the community engage with different vendors. So we have healthcare vendors, to name a few. We have Fidelis Care coming up. We have Seabury Daycare, which is going to do a read aloud. We also are having, of course, our from our behalf, we're going to have a read it, take it table, which children can read a line of a book. You can take it home. It's yours.
Oh, beautiful.
If you can read a line, it's yours. We also thank, of course, our partners and our donors. We are second-year neighborhood grant from Citizens Committee winners. So
wait, let's clap. Ready?
Thank you. Yes, they do great work, and they aid us to keep on reaching more lives, and we're very proud of them and happy. Also, we are part of the NYRP Garden, because that's where they facilitate us, and the Target Bronx Community Garden. We also have the community agencies like Bridge Builders that help us with our outreaching. So they have an outreaching department where volunteers go out, give our flyers, they put on the social medias, and also with the parent coordinators in the partnering schools, they give a blast to the parents and give out our flyers.
Yeah.
So that has happened for our ending ceremony. We also have a component that we added, that is the oral history project. So we had the youth interviewing senior gardeners in order to get, the history and just a sense of like community pride of the community and the garden itself. And also it brought kind of like interaction with seniors and youth, so kind of bring a community together where it's not the seniors doing their thing and the youth doing their thing, but integrate them and bring them together, just for get to know each other, let's understand the history of our community so we can love our community more and build it. So
the youth can know what the seniors are all about, and seniors can know what the youth are all about.
Exactly, and that's how, because we learn by history, right? So it's good to give that to our youth so that they can.
Seniors are great storytellers.
They're great storytellers, and they have good tips and good information, So especially in the oral history project, the seniors gave tips on, how to grow specific produce, which helped the youth with their own gardening beds, because in the program they started from the tilling. They sowed, they weeded every week, they waited, they watered, and now to the ending. The harvest, which was, we had tomatoes, we had basil, which was our biggest candidate. The basil spread everywhere. It keeps growing, which is great because we're going to do a basil pesto demonstration at the end of the ceremony. So that'll be delicious and healthy as well. We also had, a range of okras and peppers and.
Wait, don't tell me you're growing okra over there.
We have okra, which.
They're growing okra.
Definitely, and again, we're going to have a okra and tomato demonstration.
That's good.
So it's going to be very delicious, and we're just excited to really spread the health awareness to Highbridge itself, because if we didn't know the statistics in the area of Highbridge, there, the demographics showed us that in the health and wellness census, we categorized as number 62. And that's the last of the boroughs, So we got to raise that up. You know what I mean? We can't be number 62. That means that we're not healthy as a whole. And we want to become healthy as a whole. And the ELA testing scores, the neighboring schools scored in the lowest percentile, 5% to be exact.
And so what do we have to do in order to bring that up?
So
you named a few things that your organization.
Exactly. So in order to bring it up, we have to really concentrate on ingraining the value of literacy into our youth. We got to do it with what we started, our group book reads that we're doing, stimulating book reads, so that the children get the words, they also feel comfortable with the books and reading, and they want to read. Every night, 20 minutes makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference, and I like the way you're working in these schools, PS 73, PS 11, and PS 26 in the Bronx.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Are you thinking about spreading beyond the Bronx?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because, yes, I just had a meeting with Carmen de la Rosa, Assemblywoman of Inwood, Manhattan, and we are going to start partnerships in the schools over there as well to bring these benefits to all communities. We started in the Bronx, but we want to obviously spread out into other boroughs and then internationally in the future. So, we have big plans for that. And, just to kind of close out a bit, our goal is to create a place where all children have the most educational resources, no matter what community they're from. You know, we support our community through dedication of raising lifelong readers, because we know that in all families, a healthy and literate society is likely to perform better than one that is sickly and lacking in education. So in other words, we need to get our society healthy.
Yeah, and you're helping to bridge the gap, that connection between literacy and empowerment. And
Absolutely,
that's very
absolutely.
important.
We're going to break that disparity of economic development, education disparity, and also health disparity. So we're here to bring the health rates up and also the literacy rates up.
How can people get involved? How can they attend?
Well, definitely. You can follow our website. I mean, you could follow our social medias. We are at Instagram at _Amaya's Book Reads. We are on Facebook as Chayanne Sanchez /Amaya's Book Reads. We're on Twitter at Book Reads. And our website, amayasbookreads.org. You can go look it up. You can send us emails if you would like, contact us, see how you can volunteer. We also accept volunteers. We give, you know, community hours for any high schools or SYEP also we accept. And just any type of in-kind monetary donations, any time that people would like to donate and to make a difference, an impact in the Bronx.
If they want to donate, they can go to?
They can go to www.amayasbookreads.org, and there is a Donate Now section there.
Amaya's Book Reads. Give her a big hand, everybody. Chayanne Sanchez, the CEO.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do in our community, and thank you for helping to bridge that gap between literacy and empowerment in our community.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
We'll take a break and come back with more next. All right, good. You going to stick around?
Sure. What's going on after?
I'm going to try to record you.
Really? Okay.
For some audio.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Cheru has no choice. She and millions like her walk miles a day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
And welcome back, everybody. Our guest is the CEO of Total Faith Network. Total Faith Network joins us today for a look at her upcoming events and work in the media world. And she's a doctor. We welcome Dr. Cynthia Ashley to the show. Doc?
Thank you, Dr. Bob
Last time I
Lee.
saw you, you weren't a doc. You just completed this.
Right. I completed actually on a historical day, Malcolm X's birthday, May 19th, 2018.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was like
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's my new word for congratulations. It's not in the dictionary yet, but we're working on it.
That's fine. It was like giving birth.
Yeah. It was tough. It was a tough thing to
It
do,
was.
but you completed it.
By God's grace.
Yes. All right, so tell us what you're into right now.
Well, right now, Bob, I came here to talk about what I'm doing this upcoming Friday. On Friday, September 28th, we are having our 4th annual Total Faith Awards Dinner Gala benefit. And I'm telling you, it's an A-list of honorees. We have African royalties with us. We have Emmy-winning journalist Nicole Johnson. We have school psychologist Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean, we have a host of people. I hope they post it and put it up. But we're honoring men and women in media and the arts. But I opened it up this year to people of African descent.
Can I come down and wear my African
yes,
garb?
absolutely. Come. You're more than welcome. You and your beautiful wife are more than welcome to come.
Okay.
And I opened it up this year to women, people of African descent in various industries. So we're honoring doctors, we're honoring lawyers and politicians, we're honoring people in the name of an ancestor with that tribute. So for example, may I?
Yes.
For example, Dr. Umar Johnson, he will be receiving the Total Faith Marcus Garvey Image Award. So it's the living that we are honoring and tributing the ancestors.
Gotcha.
Because, my mom and my dad both transitioned last year.
Yeah. Sorry.
It had just happened when we had that interview. But you know what? Everything is well. This year is going to be an A-list, and I wanted to share what I was doing with my media literacy, pushing media literacy, making it known that media literacy is so important to self-identity, to self-esteem, to self-awareness. And mainstream media doesn't do such a great job to help that, if you will. So we have to have independent networks like Open and others. It started right here for me.
Yeah.
Remember?
I do.
In studio, in the field, studio producer, I started right here.
But what is that attributed to? Because there's a lot of so-called fake news. People are writing, and they're getting paid for that, putting different stories out there that are not quite true. And today, it seems like people are just reading the headlines, and the headlines are put in there in such a way where, all right, this is it. Yeah, it's just a headline, and that's it. But if you have to read the rest of the body of the story to find out more about it.
Listen,
but people just read the headlines and say, oh yeah, he did that.
The deal is this, in a very short statement, media is controlled, 90% of media is controlled by 6 major conglomerates, from Viacom, Disney, you understand, Universal. So they control what you think, what you see, what you hear, what you read. But then you have the other 10% like us who are helping to change and really transform lives and show what's really happening to make a difference in people's lives. Because it's not about fighting on television with reality shows, if you will, or having, like you said, the fake news, but telling what's really going on, organ harvesting, all of the sex trafficking.
That's going on.
I mean, these are real issues. So these are the things that I do as a producer. Okay, I host a show just like you. You got to come on. Let me interview you.
Oh, sure.
Talk about your book, because you don't get to get interviewed. What's going on with that? What's up?
I'm busy interviewing everybody.
Yeah, you got to come to the Total Faith
But I do
show.
have 2 books out.
I know
we'll
you
talk about that
do.
another time.
Yes, yes.
I got a 3rd one coming out. I should have it delivered this week. Before the Circle of Sisters.
Yeah, we have some awesome people coming out this Friday. We're having a silent art auction, because portion of the proceeds is going back to the Elena Whitley Irving Fund for Lupus, to the the Stride Walk Against Breast Cancer, and then we also have a Sickle Cell Fund.
Oh, great! So you're doing some great things in the community.
Oh, we always
Doc?
give back. That's what it's all about.
That's
It's not.
what it's all about.
It's always about giving back. That's what it's all about.
Because when you give, you get. and you get more than you can handle by giving, because giving is one of the paradoxes of life.
Exactly, absolutely.
You
So I'm
get
happy
by
to have
giving.
been here to give of, you giving of your time for me to be on Open, because I know you have a real tight schedule.
I do, but I got time for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So who are the people that you're serving? Who are you serving right now?
Right now, I'm serving, I'm looking at bringing the diaspora together. It's really important to me because for me, yes, I am born American, but I'm African first, unapologetically. So I stand on that. I'm really moving in that field.
Did you do the DNA? My son did.
No, I didn't do that. Can I tell you? I haven't done that, and I don't know if I will. But
I know why, but go ahead.
No, but I just recently got an appointment. We'll be making an announcement on Friday, an appointment to be the Director of Global Operations for Pan-African Chambers of Commerce.
All right.
And I'm excited about that. I am so thrilled to be able to be an influence on a global scale, right, to impact lives. You know,
I'm gonna walk by your side.
I am. I'm just super excited, and this Friday I'm very excited about what's happening.
What's gonna happen? Oh,
Total
you can't tell me
Faith
yet.
Awards at the Grand Roosevelt Ballroom. Total Faith Awards.
That's where it's gonna be?
At the Grand Roosevelt historical Grand Roosevelt Ballroom. This ballroom has hosted presidents, dignitaries.
That's over there by.
In the heart of
right
downtown
Park Avenue.
Downtown Yonkers.
It's in Yonkers.
Downtown Yonkers, near the waterfront. They're doing all that redevelopment.
Oh, because there's a Roosevelt Ballroom down by right off of Park Avenue.
Yeah, but this
where
is
you go
in
to
Westchester
the Chrysler
County.
Building over there?
This is right in the backyard of the, where we are now.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
right in the heart. So we're there every year. We've been there, and it's been really, really a great success. It holds 600 people. So
Oh,
we're
good.
looking
All right.
for a good amount of people to come out. So join us, and anyone that would like to come, they just have to go to the website, order a ticket, or call or email. It doesn't matter.
What's the
Just
website?
show up. The website should be posted at tfnawardsgala.totalfaithnetwork.com. Yep.
TFN.
Yeah, that's what it is. TFN Awards Gala .totalfaithnetwork.com.
Got it.
Hopefully it's on the press release that I sent.
Okay. Good. And it's in here too.
Yes.
So that's important.
Like I said, we have some award-winning people some people that are really making a difference in media, in arts, in health, in every industry that you could think of.
Okay. Give her a big round. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Cynthia Ashley, CEO, Total Faith Network. Wait. Dr. Cynthia Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you just got that.
I did.
Congratulations
Thank you so
again.
much.
And thank you for coming.
And thank you for having
Unfortunately,
me.
that's all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank our guests for joining us and you, our viewer, for tuning in and checking it all out. And if you missed any part of today's show, where you can tune into the recablecast of Open at 5 and 10 p.m. or watch anytime on the web at bronxnet.org. Or you can catch an all-new episode Wednesday, 10 a.m. with our host, Darren Jaime. For all of us here at Bronxnet, thank you. I have an attitude of gratitude. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. And always remember this, what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. And I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. Catch you at the Circle of Sisters at the Jacob Javits Convention Center on the 29th. Love you all. I'm Dr. Bob Lee. Peace.